What was it like, kind of bringing a character like that to life, and then sort of developing this relationship, friendship between you two?
Sam's character, what Jonathan and Dave, what Jonathan and Dave really brought to the table initially. Sam was he was a dreamer. I mean, he loved life. You know, he really went after things with an open mind, and I think that's where Meg and Sam really kind of connected, because they saw this broad future ahead of them, and they were so interested to see what happened next. And I think for them, especially with the 60s and everything like that, they really grasped hold of, you know, the catalyst of all these different things that were happening, from the assassination, JFK, Martin Luther King, the music, the women's movement. Like, they grabbed hold of each of those moments, and really it pushed them forward together. I really think that's where their connection came from. And then, of course, you know, obviously they love music, and they just vibed out really well. And I think in each of their families, they were yeah, exactly. They're almost not necessarily the black sheep, but they were different, you know. And I think that's exactly, yeah. We're rebels in our own life, exactly. Yeah, but I love playing playing the character of Sam. I thought the way he was on both sides of the fence almost all the time, and he really never made a definitive decision yet. You know, he really kind of took it all in, and then little by little you'd see him make a choice. If he was swinging Nathan's way, swinging Dad's way, swinging Meg's way, he really kind of got a little bit from everybody. He soaked up a little bit from everyone. Even Jack's character, I think you and my dad, Jonathan Adams, who played my father, I picked up a lot from you guys as well, as Sam and as, you know, myself too. So yeah.
Jamie, you as Luke, kind of similarly, you've had these outside relationships with Roxanne and Meg. Kind of felt like you. Sorry, I didn't even mean romantically. I just meant it was that way. But it was almost like your own kind of little show. There were moments where you were brought in with the full family, but you were always there, and you had these outside things. What was that like for you, sort of on the outside, always doing the records and out of the store?
Well, it was. Well, first of all, it was an incredibly fortuitous experience, and I feel very lucky to be sitting here with these people right now, and that you guys came out to see us, which we really appreciate. It was sort of one stroke of good luck after another. I had actually read for a line in the first episode, and the casting director, Laura Adler, was great. Saw on my resume that I'm a piano player, so she said you should come back, you know, in a couple months and read the piano player character. And then I saw a trailer for the show before I had gone back in. It was like, Jesus, I need to be on this thing. And I don't care what they, you know, outsider or you know. And then they wrote this phenomenal character that I really related to, and I certainly related more to Luke than to the sort of prior experience, you know, as a piano player, as a music snob, as a romantic, kind of. And so for me, like, you know, sort of like what Arlen was just saying, I got to be part of a lot of different aspects of the show in a way, from the romantic relationship with Meg, which I thought was beautifully written and beautifully done, sort of, you know, first love and first kisses and stuff like that. And then getting to see the character transform, sort of as this beatnik, you know, pre-hippie, that ultimately ends up with his ex-girlfriend's best friend, which I remember we talked about it at the time too, that you know, I was like, really, you're going to do that? And, you know, originally it was supposed to be like a 3-episode arc or something, so you know, when you guys brought that up, it was really touching that you would even do that. I was like, we're going to sell that he ends up with the other girl, and that you all sort of said, but that happens, you know, that really happens in real life, coming out, and especially when you're young and in high school, and you know, you sort of end up with the other girl, and then to get to play the later, not the later 60s, but 64 and 65 as this hippie with Roxanne, who's this, you know, amazing free spirit. I never felt like an outsider. And just now, I was also getting emotional watching this thing. Man, that was heavy. And getting to see me watching the Beatles, right? That was that clip. We were watching the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and they're dancing. And immediately when I got onto the set, Brittany and everyone made me feel incredibly welcome. So
The reason you
never
fell in
felt
love
that.
was we used to say in the writer's room that Luke doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He wears everybody's heart on his sleeve.
Jamie and I are both from the same province in Canada, and I was a huge fan of his when he was the star of a Canadian series called Student Body. Yeah. Arlen and I, huge fans. Hi. Maybe we could talk to you later. Get an autograph. I don't think it was on any American. Wow.